Welcome back, watch fans. Here we have yet another unboxing and review in my traditional reviewing sense. I have already worn the watch, I've opened it, etc. And I will do that because I like to share my impressions with you, not just the original unboxing and first glance. I think you really have to wear a watch a little while to get the feel of it, so to speak. And this, as everyone will see very quickly, is nothing new to the channel as far as the brand is concerned, but this is the first integrated bracelet watch on the channel, and only the second one that I've looked at that's titanium. And with those two hints, I guess some of you can already recognize, ta-da, it's a Christopher Ward. Aha, look at their cool little branding you got there. And this one is the first COSC certified Christopher Ward that I have held in my hand. So there you go. That's COSC from the, I'm not going to even try to butcher that, but it's a chronometer level, and it basically has really excellent timekeeping. And it gives you the little certificate, comes straight from Christopher Ward. It tells you how it tested, etc. I did test this on the little time grapher, and yes, it was excellent. Christopher Ward comes in a very well packaged, nice little box, and the way they do it is pretty sleek and sharp, I would say. I like the little bamboo outlet, outer box, of course, we don't need that. And then this box slides into this one, and there's actually a little magnet back in there that holds it together. It's really kind of sleek. Some of them, they used to come in a longer, skinnier box, but this integrated style, a little shorter, a little more square, but still very cool, well packaged, well done. Good job, Christopher Ward. And all of the usual material. Warranty card will be in here. And 5-year movement guarantee. I will say, I know that it references movement, but Christopher Ward has, in my view and my experience, they've stood behind their product. They definitely did on, and you can look up the GMT video that I did where I had an issue related to what I thought was bracelet. And I sent it off to them. And well, first I did was I emailed them, went back and forth a couple times related to questions, and they said, send it to us. They fixed it, sent it right back. They sent me the shipping label, everything. So they did an awesome job as far as I'm concerned. So I was very impressed, blown away, in fact. So, well, there you have it. This is the Titanium 12, as everyone can see. Spoiler alert, there it is. But this is in this cool green color. And as a matter of fact, I looked online, you can't even get this color new. You have to buy it used. So got it from my buddy Sean down in Dallas, who seems to be my primary dealer of watches these days, because he just, does a great job. And thanks again to Sean. Well, there we have it. Integrated bracelet, of course, titanium. Let's go over some of the specs on this. So these are chronometer level, of course, and you can see the little label. See if I can zoom in on that. Little chronometer certified right there. And this is the Estelita SW300-1. COSC certified. You saw the little certificate, and I'm gonna measure this while I go over some of the specs. 56 hours of power reserve on these. These are, they call it 40 millimeter. I did not measure it yet, and I did not look online for the 40. It says 41.3, but that is part of the little crown guard bump out. It wears definitely as though it is a 40 millimeter. I will say it has a little longer lug because of the end links that extend there. That's exactly 45.5, but it bumps out a little bit, so your overall actual width, almost 51 with the width change there. So here's where this watch shines though. these things are paper thin. It's almost comically thin and light. 9.3, 9.4. I was blown away, and I had read already and watched reviews related to these watches. There is, of course, a steel version, same size, and they have different colors. And titanium comes in this green, comes in a blue. I really like the way this gradient color changes towards the outside where it's dark. And of course, Christopher Ward is famous for that little emblem, and that emblem is recreated all throughout the dial. And you see we have a color matched date wheel, which is very impressive. Signed crown, of course. I mentioned 56 hours of power reserve. These have 100 meters of water resistance, plenty for doing just about anything you need to do. And as far as the weight, I did not weigh this. However, it weighs nothing. It is so light. Honestly, this is one of the watches where you can forget you're wearing it. And you see it has the traditional little double pusher clasp signed on the bracelet. Well done bracelet. The polishings between the links, it's just very well done. Also, I realize it does not have micro adjust. The newer ones actually have a little micro adjustment. So Christopher Ward is always being innovative in that regard. But here you see the difference in the full links and a half link. This little bitty one right here is a half link, and then you've got the full length. So these different lengths of links make it very feasible to come up with a perfect fit. Of course, it's an integrated bracelet. Now, they do have a rubber strap you can order for this. It has the little twin pusher instant release, or quick release, I call it, which is really nice if you want to swap this out and put it on a rubber strap. On a rubber strap, I'd have to assume this watch was so comfortable because it's already comfortable on the titanium bracelet. And there is the see-through case back, display, of course, nice looking movement, and just a sharp looking watch, and so comfortable. You just have to hold one of these. These spin at 28,800 vibrations per hour, the traditional 4 hertz, and I have been very impressed. Let me try that on for you. My wrist is 7.5, and today I thought it would be an interesting juxtaposition. The fat, chunky PAM 104, which I love this watch, by the way, and 24 millimeter lugs, etc. And the difference between this one and the Christopher Ward is just, I mean, it's amazing. Look at the, I mean, very different watches, but that's what's great about watches and collecting, and you know, your style, etc. But fitting this under any sleeve would be very simple, I would believe, and it just weighs nothing. And there it is on my 7.25 inch wrist, give or take, maybe 7.3. And I was able to find the perfect fit. It's a little bit loose, not too loose, but darn good looking, that is for sure. So if you are looking for an integrated bracelet, I think this one might be an option. The colorways, the blue is very sharp. This green, I think, is very sharp. And I have not held the Tissot PRX, but these are often compared to them. These right now new, I think they're listed at $1,800, give or take, on Christopher Ward's website. You can pick them up used. I've seen them on Chrono24, eBay, etc. Now, the titanium, of course, also uniquely has this, what they call temperature regulating property. And what that means is that the watch does not get hot in the sunlight. And some people probably notice when you wear a watch in the sunlight, it can absorb energy. It picks up the temperature from your arm, etc. It gets cold. So titanium has different energy-based properties, and part of that is due to the material difference and it being so light. We'll tell you why. But I thought it's got a very cool feel to it. So very well done. Another one from Christopher Ward. And if you're looking for that integrated bracelet, I think they just did a really nice job. It does come in steel, of course, as well. But for this one, the titanium, I think that's where it's at. So thin, beautiful watch. And for the rest of everybody else, let me know what you want to see. And let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite integrated bracelet is down below. Of course, I mean, Vacheron makes a really nice one. I saw Brad Pitt wearing it. That thing is beautiful. So, and by the way, this idea of the name 12, I will say it, what it comes from is this is a 12-sided case. The name for that is some big, long, weird name, but yes, 12-sided case. That's why they call it the 12. Christopher Ward, of course, started way back in 2004. They've been, I would say they've been my favorite micro brand so far. And they've, of course, grown quite a bit, but I've been impressed with everything. Customer service, all of the above. I like Monta probably second at this point, but I do like the, every one of the Christopher Wards I have seen have had these quick release tabs on the bracelets. So they're just doing a great job. Thanks for another rocker, Christopher Ward, and thanks for watching. Oh, by the way, if you click like and subscribe, I know that everybody says that, but yes, it does help the channel. I have seen lots of growth. Very, very nice. I appreciate it. So yeah, let's keep doing that. It's been fun. Thanks. Quick loom shot in the dark right there. Nice loom. Very well done. Sharp looking blue.